Hello everyone, I'm Jeff Standley with Standley Handcraft, and today I wanted to talk about a new product that I just came out with, and it's a product that candle makers I think are going to really like, and that is wax filling guides for your pitchers. And what this is a sticker that goes on the inside of your pouring pitcher or melting pitcher, so that when you add melted wax from either another pitcher or from a Presto pot, you can see exactly where it lines up with ounces as well as grams. Now, I've been working on this one for a little while, and I just launched this the other day. If you've been in the DIY candle maker group, you definitely saw these, but if you only watch the videos, this is going to be the first time you see these, but these are on the website right now. I have a link in the video description down below. Basically what this is it's a special metal foil sticker that goes on the inside of like hot objects or stuff that has like hot liquids, chemicals, or anything like that. So these stickers are specially made to withstand chemicals, water, wax, anything like that. They withstand heat up to 600 degrees, so they're not gonna like burn out and kind of fold up. They're not gonna discolor when you add your wax inside the pitcher. These things are meant for abuse, and that's exactly what I kind of took into consideration when I was making these for the pitchers. And obviously this came about because I have been using Presto pots for a long time. It's definitely something that if you don't have one as a beginning candle maker, or even as an intermediate candle maker all the way up to advanced, I would definitely recommend them if you're not going to like a commercial melter. And of course, once you start filling these things from a Presto pot, the first thing that you run into is how to fill it. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you can see in the very bottom of that one, I think you can see it. I've got, yeah, you can see it kind of right there. To mark this before, I would fill it up. I fill two different candles. I fill around 32 ounces for 6 of the 8-ounce jelly jars, and then I use the 9-ounce straight jar, which I have right here, and I fill those with about 42 ounces. So I would fill this up with wax to about the 32-ounce mark and the 42-ounce mark, and then I would take a metal file and scratch the inside. That way, when I was making candles in the future, I would just fill it up to those lines and I knew exactly where to go. The problem was when I was filling new pitchers or new vessels or containers or anything like that, I had no idea where to go, which meant I had to break out the scale, put the Presto pot up on something, and then put the pitcher and the scale underneath it so that I could weigh it out, or fill the pitcher to a certain amount and then keep going back and forth between the Presto pot filling, put it on the scale, bring it back over to the Presto pot, fill it up a little bit more, put it back on the scale. It's not a huge deal, but it's one of those tedious things that should definitely be sped up, and that's where these stickers kind of came to mind. I wanted to put something in there to where you could see exactly where it was, so that you knew if you had to go to 47 ounces or like 1100 grams, you know exactly where to fill it in that pitcher. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly how to put these stickers in, and like I said, they are on the website now, so if you do want to get some of these, it's at stanleyhandcrafted.com. The link to the pitcher guide stickers are on the video description, or in the video description down below. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly how to apply these things and what it looks like when you fill them, as well as cleaning them out. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to apply these stickers. You can see right across the top there, it says place on the rim of pitcher. We're gonna put that black line right across the top right there. And you can see this one right here, I've already placed in there, and I cut the top of it off, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and peel that back just a little bit. Just expose probably inch and a half of it. And then you're gonna line that up. You're gonna line that up with the top of the pitcher and just go ahead and press. And then for this one, you can just go ahead, you can fold that top piece over, stick it to the top, or like I did here, I just took a razor blade, cut down that. And then for this one, we're just gonna run your finger all the way down. And that's it. And then just go ahead and run your thumb over that. Get any air bubbles out if you've got any. And that thing is solid. All right, so once you get this thing set up, you don't have to have the scale underneath it, but for the first time filling this, I'm gonna go ahead and put the scale there just so that we can see how close it comes to filling. right, so that is right at 15.9. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it right there. And if you can see all the way in there, that is, looks like dead on perfect with that 16. So I'm gonna see, I don't know if I have 32 ounces of wax in here, but let's go ahead and fill it. I think we're just gonna barely get it in there. All right, so it's a little bit under, there's not much more wax in there, but you can see this thing is dead on with the 32 ounces. So I can pop that off. So that is right at the 32 ounce line. I mean, it's a little bit under, so if we filled that to the 32, it would be perfect. And this is 6006 wax. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and clean these out. I'm gonna show you exactly what to do and how rough you can be with the hot wax that was in there, hot soapy water. I went ahead, heated this back up. I took paper towels, wiped it completely out so that we're not gonna put hot wax down your sink. You definitely don't wanna do that. But when you wanna clean these in between pours, you do not need to be gentle with these stickers. And you can see I'm scrubbing right across the top of that. This other one also. And I'm using just a standard green Scotch-Brite or Scotch-Guard. Yeah, Scotch-Brite pad. These things are pretty rough too. And these are coming off because you saw at the beginning, I didn't really stick those down too well. I'm just gonna take a razor blade and cut those off. But normally when you put these on, you can just fold those over and they will stick. But that's it right there, completely scrubbed out. Completely scrubbed out. And that is not going anywhere. It's not peeling, nothing. All right, so I hope that was helpful. Very simple and easy. These things go in incredibly easy. And like I was saying, with this one right here, I've reapplied this one probably 5 or 6 times, just moving it up and down to check out the different levels or the wax densities between these two. And that's the other thing I wanted to bring up with these stickers. A lot of people brought up or wanted to know different waxes have different densities. That means when you fill it up with melted wax to about the 16 ounce line or the 32 ounce line, depending on the wax, that could be higher or lower depending on the density of the wax. And if you've seen my other video on like filling it with water as well as wax and the different volume differences, the density differences, that's why. So I will say these stickers were made for 464 and 6006, but that does not mean they won't work for all waxes that are out there. What you're gonna have to do is if you do have a wax that has a little bit different density, and it's probably gonna be very minor if there is a little bit of a density difference or a volume difference. So basically what you would wanna do is you would probably fill your pitcher up to around the 32 ounce mark it somehow, and then you would place that sticker so that it lines up with the wax that you use. Now, like I said, these stickers are gonna be, it's gonna be within millimeters, I imagine, between the different waxes. So even if you're off, or even if you put these stickers in and you're off by just a little bit, I do have at the top of these stickers, there is a guideline to where, and you saw it in the video, you line it up to the top of the pitcher and then you run it down so that you can stick it. But if you are off by kind of a millimeter or 2, centimeter or 2, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. but you can take off the sticker and reapply it. Like I said, I've done that 6 or 7 times with one pitcher just to see different levels. They do reapply very well. And of course, there are 3 in a pack. So if you do mess one up and you just want to throw it out, you do have another 2 stickers that you can use that with. But even if you are off by just a little bit, there are a lot of guideline markers there. So with one pitcher, I left it, the one with the pointed top, that one's off by just a little bit. So I filled them both to around the 32 ounce mark. And the one that you just saw in the video was perfect, whereas the other one was off by probably a mark. So you could reapply that sticker if you wanted to, but for me, I'm just gonna leave it like that, because once I fill it once or twice with the 2 levels that I always use, which is the 41 ounce and the 32 ounce, even if it's off by a little bit, you still have all these markers, so you know exactly where to fill it. So with the other one, instead of filling it to 32, I fill it just above the 32. So it's like in between that first mark and the second mark. Now that's something that I don't mind dealing with, but like I said, there are people out there that want it to be perfect. So if it does happen like that, you know that you can just take the sticker off, clean out the pot, of course, reapply the sticker, and you're gonna be just fine. But if you do bounce between 3 or 4 different waxes, which I know some people do, and you do have a volume difference, you can still use the sticker because there are a lot of guide markers in there. So you may not fill it exactly to the 32 ounce line for like a coconut soy, but it will be to the 32 ounce line for like a soy 464. And that's just one of those things that you'll kind of come across when you go to use different waxes. You'll see the different fill lines, you'll see the different volume differences, but it's one of those things that's not going to be a huge deal because you do, like I said, you do have the guide markers all the way up and down the pitcher to see exactly where you fill it to each time. So that's pretty much it with this one. Very quick and short video. I just wanted to show off the pitcher stickers. I have a lot of people in the group that were very excited about them. I couldn't wait to get out the video. And I also wanted to put out the video because a lot of people are going to want to know exactly how to install these things. So this video is definitely more of an application guide for those pitcher stickers. And again, if these are something that you want, I have them on the website right now. So jump over. There are 3 in a pack for $12. And like I said, you can reapply these multiple times, or if you have 3 different pitchers, which I know a lot of candle makers do, you can get a couple different packs so that you have a sticker in every single pitcher. And since I launched these, I've had a lot of people ask about the small pitcher. I didn't make any for the small pitcher, but I will have some of the stickers coming out for those very soon. So definitely stay tuned to the website, the video, the candle maker group. And as soon as those launch, I will let everybody know as well. And of course, once you get your stickers, which a lot of people should be getting them, I would imagine tomorrow or the next day, you should be getting those. Please jump in here. Let me know what you think of them. Let me know on the second revision of these if I can change anything, add anything, or if something, maybe there's too many guideline markers in there. Let me know what you think in the comments down below and try to make these even more perfect for the second revision that comes out. And of course, you can follow me on any of the social media platforms that I've listed in the video description down below as well. Facebook, Instagram, my website, and of course the phone number if you want to text or reach out. That number is 253-303-7968. And as well as answering questions in that text line, I do send out some updates every once in a while, especially with jars being out. When I see a website that has jars that came back into stock, I've sent a few texts out to let people know so they can get on it the moment they hit the website. So definitely jump over there and sign up if you want to have those alerts as well as just answering questions. And of course, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and thank you for watching.